The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Monday, down, 180.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Completes it to Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
So don't say nothing.
Big grip, big grip.
Off the bootleg. Kraft. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch safety green, watch safety green. Safety green. You draw quarter. Snap.
From the gun, Kraft. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
We own them. We own them.
Go, go.
56, right there, 56.
Five.
To throw on second down. Kraft. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. Now, 50. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
Top go.
Now this time, Carl throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kraft. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
He's checking. Crash. Bang, 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 bang.
6-6, bullet high. 5.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready, 10 logo.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. No. Off.
Throwing on first down. Kraft gets this one to Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
On first down, Kraft. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Kraft going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds Coleman. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
734.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, 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 hey.
On 1st and 10, Kraft able to find his running back, Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. That'll bring up second down.
185.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Kraft. Buying time was left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Kraft. It's Hill. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kraft. He finds Hopkins complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Look at me, zipper.
56.
2nd and 9 now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Big grip, big grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken very short. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Kraft. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Pilot, 64, weak. Safe. Hey, wahoo!
Off the play fake. Kraft. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Here we go. 30 base.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming. I'm express.
From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. set. 15 line it. 15 line. Set, go.
Throwing on first down. Kraft. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking to throw. Kraft into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away.
And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Back to throw. Kraft. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. He was looking for Watkins that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. From the gun, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Holloway. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Kraft. And going deep. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield